So it was my first year of university, and I decided to take up studies at Wilfrid Laurier University in Ontario, in Kitchener and Waterloo. And I had been living independently since I was 16, and therefore had very, very little money to put myself through university. So I immediately had to take 2 jobs on, including working as a bartender, which can be an unhealthy way to earn a living. So I got into some bad habits. Certainly I was suffering from bad nutrition too, so living on surfer pizza, which is basically white bread and tang, and some butter if you're lucky. And then was working these jobs and fell in with the wrong crowd, so to speak, and began using a lot of illicit drugs at the time. And I figured that, to save myself from falling further into that, it's probably best just to get out of town. So rather than withdrawing from university, I just loaded a pickup truck with a bunch of guitars and all my possessions and 2 cats and went on a 4-month camping trip, which resulted in me getting zeros across the board, save for one class which I'd taken, which was a 1-semester course on Plato's Republic, and that course really stuck with me. So when I came back, I was working as a bartender but living a cleaner life, and then at one point I just had an epiphany and said there's a better way to make a living, and I went back to university. And I treated that as my job, right? So I treated it as seriously as a job. And ever since, it's just been year after year of ongoing successes. So something definitely came out right in that decision. I faced a lot of students over the years here who have had issues adjusting, particularly my first year students, because again, the transition is a big one for a lot of first year students and undergraduates in general. And I also teach a course on death and dying, where I basically tell the students that they're going to die for 4 months, and that they don't control the past and they don't control the future, but they do control the present, and they control it absolutely. So what they should be asking themselves pretty much daily is, why are you here, right? And because there's literally a billion other things that they could be doing. And so when they ask themselves that, some of them really come to commit firmly to their studies because they recognize that, this is not just the place that they're at, it's the place that they're choosing to be at. So always choose to be where you are, and the likelihood of success goes up considerably. So that's my basic pitch to students.